Alrighty, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back after that crazy last series. We've had 2 Game 7s already, coming down to the very final seconds here. I'm Rockman back in the booth, joined by Chunk Light. Chunk, how are you doing?
I'm doing great tonight. I'm excited to see how these next 2 will go. I'm curious to see if we'll have any more Game 7s. All these matches in the semis have just been so close tonight. Everyone playing their hardest and trying to compete.
Yeah, they really are. It's been a hard-fought battle for everyone involved here, and we expect that to continue as we're here to the Titan League for Phoenix versus Dragons. And Chunk, what can you tell us about these 2 teams in the Titan League semifinals?
Dragons had that hot start at the beginning of the season. They kind of fizzled out. I don't know if Titan got better, if they had an easy early on schedule, but they had an explosive start, kind of settled down. And then on the other hand, you have an expansion team, I believe, in Phoenix. I think they're part of the first expansion, if I'm correct. They had to get players in an expansion draft, but after that, they've done fine. They've made great moves. They've been a pretty good team, and they have made it here in the semifinals, which may come to a shocker as some, but I think they had all of the momentum for them going on into this.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, Chunk. I mean, when we had the expansion draft, expanding the Titan League to 16 teams once more, you thought maybe some of those expansion teams might struggle, but some have risen up here. And now as we look towards a semifinal matchup here, we're going to have to see if Phoenix can rise again here, or if these Dragons to make it happen here, as we're going to get things underway here for our Game 1 of this semifinal series. We got Phoenix in the yellow tonight with Dimitri, Nezetic, and then Sheff, and then the Dragons with Bluey, Vulcan, and Sean, trying to make things happen here. And Chunk, anyone you're looking out for here on either of these 2 teams to step up big? Obviously, long series, best of 7, a lot of time for someone to step up, but who do you want to see step up big in this one?
We kind of know how Vulcan and Bluey play together, but as we see a quick goal here scored, just kind of an almost save, or a big save by Sean, but not able to fall back onto it here early. But I was kind of looking for Sean K to step up. He's a really hyped player. I know there's 2 different Seans, and people have got him confused, but he has shown to be a really good, solid third man, but low MMR here for Dragons. I'm curious to see how he'll play today. And then on the other side, I'm also kind of looking at that low saw and Nezetic, and curious to see how he will be playing, but he is on the board already with that early goal we just saw.
Yeah, no, I mean, it is going to be all eyes on that third man for both these teams. We know the Bluey Vulcan combo has been famous for seasons in Nemesis. And then you have Dimitri and Sheff, who have been absolutely dynamic for a while as well. So they're trying to find a double tap there, going to be denied away. But it is going to be the Phoenix starting out with the first goal here. As this one blocked off into the corner here. Going to be sent up across in the net. Dimitri is going to find that touch, able to push it off to the side. Dimitri again dropping this one down. Bluey up in the midfield. The Vulcan, big miss comes through. Bluey is going to try to get back to that one. A little bit awkward here in the Titan League. And both these teams trying to feel each other out in this game number 1. Sheff, he's going to take to the air now, looking to send this one down towards the midfield, trying to find a pinch, but Bluey is going to send it out here. And early on here, Chunk, we saw Phoenix with that early goal. The Dragons, a couple of good opportunities, but they continue to get denied away.
Yeah, we've kind of seen Dragons be able to put Phoenix in awkward positions, but so far they've been able to wriggle their way out of what Dragons have been cooking on their offense. But Phoenix need to find some offense of their own here. They've kind of had these counterattacks that haven't really done too much besides make a couple panics from Dragons, but so far nothing has been coming for either one of these teams here.
Yeah, as Dragons trying to maybe take a pot shot towards the net. Sheff is going to race back for it. Going to block that one off to the side of this one. Shot towards the net. Is it on target? It is. Dimitri is going to snipe it from the midfield, and the Phoenix find their second.
Yeah, it was just a great beat by Dimitri. Sean just a little too late to that ball, and it goes right off the post and in, which is a little scary, but if it goes in and it spans the lead, it is great here for Phoenix.
Yeah, it is a huge start here. This Phoenix team, one of the hottest teams in Nemesis towards the end of the season, you know, picking up this roster to make it work. You know, they really just put the pedal to the metal there, and were really hot at the end of the regular season. Now, trying to continue it on here in this game number 1 against a Dragons team that is searching for a grand finals appearance. And, you know, they've been around for many Nemesis seasons, but just can't quite get over the hump to get to that grand finals. But we have to see if it's going to be this time here, as this one is blocked off to the side. This one's sent over towards the net, and Phoenix trying to clear this one out here, but it looks like we may have a little bit of technical difficulties from Dimitri there, as we're gonna have to pause this one up here for a second, figure out what's going on with that one. But so it looks like some sort of disconnection there, Chunk, on the side of Dimitri there, and we're gonna have to see what's going on with that one. But I mean, so far Phoenix had the early lead on this one here, Chunk. And, you know, a 2-0 lead, still 1:20 remaining in the game.
Yeah, so far they were playing with a a little 2v3 there for quite a little bit, but their defense is able to stand strong. Just a little Wi-Fi connection issues to the lobby, but Dimitri we did see him before that, be able to find that big beat over middle to get that goal that spans their lead. And Dragons have not found a lot of success. They've just been kind of trying to make something happen, but so far they've been stymied in game 1, and maybe they need to try something different. But I would say, I said earlier on in the first round, first game, normally when you feel out your opponents, but in the second round, you're kind of coming off a game you played last week in the first round. You should kind of be warmed up. You should still maybe scout your opponents, but you should still be trying to play your game.
Yeah, should be trying to play the game here, and we're gonna get this one reset here, and we will set this one back up here in just a second for these two teams. Yeah, Chunk. Obviously, a little bit of an unprecedented moment right there, as we're gonna reset this one off to the kickoff here, and I'll play it with 1:40 remaining in the game. So we'll continue on from here. But obviously, a little bit of an unprecedented situation, and both these teams gonna have to try to battle through it. But we love the match admin regardless.
Yeah, match admin is so handy, especially when things go wrong with the servers. People DC, someone may disconnect mid-server. We didn't see a full DC, but it kind of helps with those situations so much. And we are indeed glad that we have that opportunity here as Dimitri. Big opportunity here as everything seems to settle back down.
Yeah, things have settled back down, and a little bit more time for Dragon to find a crazy shot there, but not quite going to go on target here. This one pushed out, so things all good on both sides for the moment, but Dragons got to be the ones to put on the pressure here as they find themselves down 2-0 here with a minute remaining. As this ball popped up, Sheff is looking for the bump. He's going to find it. The ball dropping down. It's going towards the net there. Trying to turn it in, but Dimitri can't quite put it on target there. As Phoenix still going to hold on their lead. We're trying to get a third one there, but couldn't quite find it. This one off the ceiling. Going to be blocked off, 50'd out. Sheff pushing this one up, trying to find another one, but not quite going to put it on target there. This one sent up high. Sean setting it down, looking for Bluey. Vulcan going to fake that one out, but it's going to be hit back. Shot towards the net, top bins. What a great save comes through as the final seconds of this one. Dragons need to find a goal with some time on the clock here. Otherwise, Phoenix going to come through with a big game 1 victory. Demos raining across the pitch here. This one popped up high. Bluey, he sends it down, but Nemesis going to find that block. That one towards the net. Sean couldn't quite get on target. This one floated up in the midfield, dropped down. And that is going to do it here. Chunk Phoenix going to come through with a game 1 win.
Yeah, Phoenix starting off hot. Despite what despite with connectivity issues, they looked like a phenomenal team. Just kind of capitalizing on a little mistakes, a little bit of slowness we saw from Dragons. Curious to see if it is a repeatable strategy for winning or if it was a one-off game, but we saw incredible plays from everyone really on Phoenix. Everyone really getting involved. Everyone had some sort of participation on offense and all had a save as well. So curious to see if they can keep that up.
Yeah, we will see. I mean, they obviously, like we mentioned, a strong team from the regular season, getting that 2 seed. The Dragons not too far behind in that 3 seed there. And these guys have had a lot of success here, Chunk, in the regular season, but now it's the playoff time. You got to come up clutch for your team. And what do you want to see as we head into this game number 2 from this Dragons team to try to bring it back, try to channel some of that regular season energy, try to tie the series up?
We know we've seen some crazy passing plays from Titan, and they're kind of known for being really good at passing plays. I kind of want to see some teamwork here from Dragons to kind of change it up as we see a big goal come within the first 6 seconds. Big kickoff from Sean, gets it over 1, gets a nice 50, and Bluey able to clean it up, really catching this Phoenix team off guard with such a quick goal.
Yeah, big one right there, and Dragons held scoreless in that game number 1, but to start off the scoring in game number 2 is exactly what the doctor ordered here as they look to battle back in this series. As Bluey send this one off into the corner, the ball's going to pop up high. Vulcan looking for the shot towards the net, going to be saved away by Sheff. This one again, pinched up off the ceiling. Dimitri gonna find one here. Bluey dropping it down to Vulcan. The dynamic duo is denied by Dimitri as he saves that one away from the goal line there. A great save off the passing play. And now it's Nemesis sending this one towards net. Sheff, he's looking for the bump, and he finds him on the goal line. What a bump.
Yeah, phenomenal play. Dimitri gets a little pop-up 50 to Nemesis. Just needed to shoot it on neck. May have looked like Sheff was going for redirect. That's what I thought, but gets an incredible bump on that last man and was able to tie up this game.
Yeah, that was a massive bump there. Able to put that one on target, find the bump, and set it up there. As now it looks like Dragons may have completely overcommitted here. Dimitri is trying to stay with it, trying to push it towards the midfield, but not quite able to do so as Bluey taking it out. Gonna find a flip reset, trying to find another. Setting that one down. Vulcan is looking for that one, but Nemesis on the goal line, gonna make a nice save. This one popped up high. Sheff is lurking in the midfield, but cut off by the Dragons defense. Sean can't quite get to that one. This one popped over the top of one. Off the corner. Sheff looking to take control, avoiding that demo. This one's popped up. He's going to take this one up in the air. Flip. Does he have it? Yes, he does. Throwing it down. And Dimitri is throwing it in.
Yeah, Dimitri set up that play phenomenally. We see 2 players just spawn confused, all due to Dimitri, who then comes back on offense and finishes the great pass from Sheff. Dimitri, I would say, credited almost all for that, but a great pass from Sheff.
Yeah, I mean, that was just massive right there. And what else would you expect from this guy right here? He's been around in Nemesis for quite some time, on and off there, and he knows how to step up for sure. Would have put that one in the back of the net, or pass that one towards his teammate, who decides to slot it in the back of the net. So great performance there from Phoenix. This one now sent back down. Phoenix holding on to a 1-goal lead, with the Dragons lurking in the midfield. It's Vulcan off the corner. That one can be sent down. Bluey pushing this one towards the net, forcing Sheff and Dimitri on the double commit. As Bluey sends it off the sidewall. Not going to find a touch as Dimitri there. As this one sent towards the backboard. Nemesis trying to find another read. He's able to find one. The demo comes through, but Sean K, he's looking to send that one down, but it goes off the post. Another big opportunity there, but couldn't quite put it on target as Sheff is looking to take it down. As this one is popped up in the air. Is there anyone there? It's Dimitri who's going to get there first. And now, Chunk, as we pass the halfway point, Dragons getting a couple of opportunities here, but this Phoenix defense is holding down strong right now.
Yeah, almost every attack has been met with a 50, a save, just anything to stop the play is
Ooh!
a big, big almost shot from Sean, saved away again from Dimitri. This defense from Phoenix has just been the X factor so far in the first 8 minutes of Rocket League we've had, Rocker Man.
Yeah, that was almost an insane shot, but couldn't quite find its way in. Some good defense, able to lock it down. And despite the kickoff goal, Phoenix have been going hard here and find their third.
Yeah, they're finding their groove right now. A great little solo play over a zero boost defender for Sheff. Able to do it all by himself, making the lead 3-0, and everyone, again, participating for this Phoenix team. Everyone's got a goal so far. Dimitri will try to get a clear here, but Sean gets it away. Vulcan tries to get a setup here, but he'll be met by Sheff. Not getting it as far as they want here for the Dragons. They've been met as Nezetik will get a great double. It's saved away though. Vulcan tries to set something up here for the Dragons, but just met immediately by these Phoenix defenders. Not been able to do anything. Vulcan, maybe a shot. No, Nezetik long clear here as we settle down into this game 3, but Dragons are gonna need to find the goal here.
Yeah, the Dragons need to put the pressure on here. Final 40 seconds of this one. Otherwise, they might find themselves down 2-0 in the series. Trying to put this one back here. Sean gonna take this one to the sidewall here. 30 seconds left. Dropping down Nezetik. Gonna grab the boost. Gonna grab control of this ball here. Gonna get over the top of one, but bumped. Bluey now taking this one up. Nezetik gonna force him to go pie. Bluey is going underneath. He's gonna find a 50 up in the midfield. Sean, not quite the angle he's looking for. Vulcan sends it up towards the net, but not quite gonna find it on target. Vulcan again gonna be blocked away. Phoenix parking the bus here right now as Bluey trying to find something nasty. But can't quite put it on target there. And Phoenix are gonna come through with a game 2 victory here, Chunk, and they have looked really solid in pretty much all facets of the game right now.
Yeah, they've been able to shut down every shot that Dragons have had. All 11 of them in this game. As Nezetik will get one more for the road here. Off of Dimitri to Sheff to Nezetik. 3-man passing play, no one home, as they will win this game 4-1 here. And Phoenix have just really shut down any attacks that Dragons have had so far, and they've got to switch something up. Timeout may be called, but we were talking about it before. In Titan, timeouts really aren't called too often. A lot of confidence going on as these series go on. Maybe some adjustments on the fly. Don't really need a full timeout to really change anything up, which is understandable.
Yeah, I mean, these players are very solid and they trust in their mechanics here. Don't really opt to use the tactical timeouts too often, but it is at their disposal here if they want to use it. But looks like the Dragons are opting not to use it here. So they're just going to play on Chunk and, not using the timeout. I personally would have used it at this point, being down 0-2, just with the way the games have gone. But, how do the Dragons come back in this series? How do you find a game 3 victory and get yourself a win in the series?
Yeah, this is a crucial game to not have to reverse sweep. Last game was as crucial as well, but this one even more so than last. They've got to find a way to make offense really known. We've only seen that kickoff goal, and other than that, everything's shut down. Everything's met. Maybe some sort of different fakes, maybe some demos. We know Vulcan, big demoer, but we haven't really seen too much come out from him in the first 2 games.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great point with the demos, as it's a momentary 3-on-1 there, but Sheff is going to pop it up. Dragon's not quite ready to follow it. And yeah, that's a big part about these Dragons that make them so good, is a low pre-flip coming down. Can't quite put it on target as Sheff just trying to push that one back the other way. But the Dragons, they've really just got to make the most of these opportunities. when they are presented to them. Because Phoenix have been really solid on the defensive end as this one is up, going to be blocked off the backboard. But here is an opportunity, and Dimitri is denying it away there. And it seems like, Chunk, every time these opportunities come through, this Phoenix defense is just making insane plays.
Yeah, the opportunities have looked so good, but Phoenix been able to keep reserves on boost, keep someone back there at all times to really give them an opportunity to save it. And every single time so far, it's worked for Phoenix. It seems like they've just been getting comfortable on defense, and Dragons got to find something to really take them out of their comfort zone here.
They're going to have to, because right now Phoenix are feeling very comfortable. They've got a couple of great players. You know, references, here is an opportunity finally, and Dragons are going to convert here and take the lead.
Yeah, it just looked like a little bit of panic. Nezetic doesn't get the greatest of touch. Dimitri just hits it. Since it was going on target, gets the save, but it goes to a Sean K, who's exactly in the middle, kind of waiting, kind of following up his teammates. Great floater over middle, and is able to find a big goal here for the Dragons.
Yeah, that one a massive one for some momentum here. The Dragons are looking for more. It's Bluey who's going to send it down, and the Dragons are starting to get cooking.
Yeah, Sheff not able to find the touch, and no one home after the hit from Vulcan. Bluey, all he has to do is put it on target with a decent amount of power, and he's able to do so, which is what you expect from this dynamic duo, them to connect. And they were kind of shut down those first two games, but we see them coming to life.
Yeah, they really are coming to life here, and we talked about it, the two dynamic duos. We've seen Bluey and Vulcan team so many times, but this duo right here between Dimitri and Sheff, they actually have teamed a couple of times in Nemesis before, maybe most notably in Season 10 when they were on the Bananas, making a run to the Grand Finals, only to lose in game number 7 to that Venganza squad that was so solid there, able to take that one and take the victory here. So it's really these dynamic duos, and there is that duo that we all know and love. It's Vulcan, it's Bluey, making magic happen.
Yeah, Bluey, big flip reset over Dimitri, also getting in his way, and Sheff not expecting the amount of disruption that happened on his goal line and not able to save it. As Dragons have found more goals here in this game than they had in the first two combined.
Yeah, they are really starting to turn it up a little bit. Didn't even need the timeout to make it happen either, as they find 3 goals here in this game number 3. Looking to extend this series a little bit longer. Don't get put on match point just yet. This one off the wall, Bluey off the corner. Can't quite find another one. Vulcan diving in. This one sent up high for Sheff, who's sending this one to the backboard. Ball is up there for Dimitri, who's looking for it, but a great save. Bluey, who's waiting on the backboard to deny that one away. So now finds himself in the Dragons' corner. 50 comes through. Another 50 comes through. This one blocked off to the side now, and Phoenix looking to make something happen. Dimitri didn't quite get that boost pickup, but he might not need it. He's going to find a flip reset off the backboard follow-up attempt. Bluey is in the way. Sean K trying to get in the way of that one, as looking to take this one slow, forcing Dragons off the backboard, looking for the pass, but not quite going to find a good idea for the Dragons. Holding strong on the defensive end here, Chunk, and looking to take this game number 3.
Yeah, we've seen kind of an opposite for what we've seen in the first 2 games. It's really been Phoenix who have had to try to come up with the offensive saves, as we just see Dragons be able to shut down anything they've had so far, as Bluey has 7 saves by himself so far in this game. Rockerman.
Yeah, that guy, he does wonders here. Oh my goodness, Sean K, show up, young fella.
Yeah, big play here from Bluey, who will get his 3rd assist on the game, right to Sean K. Gets it right around the 2 defenders in net, and will find his 2nd goal in the game and the 3rd goal in the series.
Wow, that was just an amazing goal there from Sean. Able to put that one in the back of the net, extending the lead a little bit more, and all but securing a Dragons Game 3 victory. This one blocked off to the side. Nemesis gonna find that 50. Phoenix need a miracle. Maybe just trying to find some momentum for the next game here. This one off the backboard Vulcan. Gonna let Dimitri go on this one. The flip reset comes, but Sean was gonna meet him there. This one off the backboard, dropping down in front of the net. Dragon's gonna clear it away, but as the time ticks down, the victory is imminent here for the Dragons. They are gonna come through. No timeout necessary. They're gonna come through here, Chunk. Take this game 3 victory, and now we've most certainly got ourselves a series.
Yeah, it looked like they were dire for offense in the first 2 games, only scoring 1, but they come out, have themselves a game, score 4 in this game alone, find themselves with great saves, being able to find answers to really anything that this this Phoenix squad tried to find here.
Yeah, no, they really shut them down, and there was nothing to find at all, really, in that game. And now as we look into this game number 4 here, the Dragons can tie this series up with another win. And obviously you mentioned the Bluey masterclass there, almost 1,000 points in that last game is crazy. And now as we look towards game number 4, another crucial one here, Chung. You know, the Dragons, they had it in that game number 4, but the big question that we all want to know the answer to is it repeatable in game 4?
Yeah, it kind of looked like they made themselves have great opportunities. Are they going to be able to find the same ones, or are Phoenix going to kind of catch on to how they were able to do it as the really big question as we go on into this game number 4.
Yeah, crucial one here for both teams. Phoenix looking to put themselves 1 win away from a grand finals appearance, and the Dragons looking to put themselves in a tied series and try to bring this one back. As Bluey now send this one off the side. Looking to stay with the ball, going towards the midfield. He popped up high as Sheff sends that away. Vulcan gonna throw this one high off the ceiling. Sheff gonna push this one back down in the Dragons' end here. Bluey off the sidewall, but Dimitri is there waiting off the backboard, trying to find that touch, but Sheff is out there lurking, and he is sniping.
Yeah, Sheff really in the midfield, ready for this big, just 50 coming off the net. Not even a 50, just a missed touch coming from Vulcan, trying to get it away. But like I was saying, Sheff ready in the midfield, able to strike first for Phoenix.
Sheff ready there as always. He's going to find the back of the net here. This Phoenix squad trying to find Morris. Dimitri, top bins, is going to send it in.
Yeah, it looked like he kind of split their defense here, Sean, trying to get something. Passes it right in no man's land, right in between the triangle of all 3 players. And Dimitri, you cannot allow a player of his caliber to have so much space and time to put the ball on anywhere in the net, and he put it right over the top.
Placement makes perfect here as the Vulcan is shooting here, and Sean, we're just having a goal fest here in this game.
Yeah, people finding answers, getting great passes. Really good bump there from Bluey, getting Dimitri out of the play, able to find a great pass though for Vulcan, and Sean credited with the assist.
Love to see if that offense can continue here. It's been very strong in the first minute. 3 goals combined between these 2 teams. This one off the ceiling, looking for that block there. Sean is blocked off by Bluey, trying to put it around Nemesis. But instead, it's going to be Dimitri who sent this one down. Is trying to go off the ceiling there, but Sean is going to take some control there. Able to push this one down. Nemesis diving in, a big 50-by-2. Can he put it by the last? Bluey with a heroic save, but can he get another? No, he cannot. It's Sheff with the placement, and Phoenix go back up by 2.
Yeah, the placement has been phenomenal by Phoenix. You may save away their first shot, but you will not have the reserves to save their second shot. As Bluey, really impressive save on the first one, but Sheff putting it around him to get the follow-up.
Yeah, and that was perfectly placed, and Bluey had to think about where that ball was going to be placed. And just couldn't quite get back to the second one there, but Phoenix, again, putting on their offensive ways here. Back to what we saw in game 1 and game number 2. This one pops up high. Going to the ceiling is Sheff. Looking to push that one down. Going to find a big pop towards a teammate, but not quite on target as Vulcan now with an opportunity. Dimitri is racing up behind him. He's going to bump him, but he still has the flip. He can't quite put it on target, though. As Sean is now going to take some control for the Dragons. This one's sent back down off the wall. And be pushed out by Bluey. He's trying to find a block there, Sean. Over the top, Bluey trying to find a pass out to Vulcan. Vulcan diving in. He's going to find the 50 to keep it around there. Bluey's going to be bumped out by Sheff. His demo attempts coming in that corner. Sean going to find one. He's going to pop it by him. And he's going to find a second there. This Dragon maybe a counterattack opportunity. But Nemesis going to snuff out the slow attack here as we pass the halfway point in this game number 4 here, Chunk. Phoenix still up by 2. And the Dragons need to look to find some more offense.
Yeah, it seems like Phoenix has been all over the attacks of Dragons again. What we saw from the first 2 games, just kind of miscues from Dragons. We see them going for those demos and bumps, which has been more successful for what their offense has. A big pinch could be dangerous, but clear it away. But Dragons have not found a whole lot of success, and you've got to have at least some success because they have not shown any ability to have have great saves here on defenses. They've allowed 3 in this game, and that is not a winning record if you cannot get any of your own.
Yeah, no, it does not look to be too successful thus far as we're down to minute 30 now in this one. And the Dragons gotta find a way to break out to avoid being put on match point here. This one popping towards the net. Dimitri gonna take some control, gonna get it by 1, looking to find a 50 as Bluey to Vulcan a little too hard on the pass there. Vulcan not quite able to get to that one as Sheff is pre-jumping off the ceiling. Is he ready for it? He's gonna stuff it in the ceiling, but Sean up to Bluey now. Sean again with that 50. It's up in the midfield, and Vulcan comes through with a big dunk off the pass.
Yeah, Sean has played it very well, really being the catalyst for the offense. Able to find a big pass there off the wall, and Vulcan able to finish it, getting his 2nd goal and putting it within reach here for Dragons.
Yeah, now big opportunity for the Dragons to find something here. As this one popped up high, double commit comes through from Phoenix. Can the Dragons capitalize on this one? Bluey in the midfield, looking for something off the corner, off the wall, looking for a teammate Vulcan. He's going to pop it up. Nemesis and Sheff both go. Big opportunity, a lot of boost. Bluey, is this one falling down? It is, but great read on the backboard as Phoenix are able to clear it out now. Final 30 seconds here for the Dragons. Fake come through from Dimitri. He doesn't have a lot of boost. He's just wasting away the time. But now it's going to allow the Dragons to escape here. Bluey sends it up, trying to get to this one. Bluey sends it in. Top ends. They can't get to it. And this game is tied.
Yeah, we had a lurking Sheff on the wall, not able to get the save as Bluey puts it right by the last, and Nemesis as well. Really good shot to get it by 2 defenders who look like they're inches away from making saves on it, but we've got ourselves an equal game.
Equal game now. The Dragons coming battling back in the final minute here as Sean and company trying to steal this game away after it seemed like Phoenix had so much, but Phoenix on the attack. It's 2 on 1, and Sheff, he's gonna put it in the back of the net. The Phoenix, they come through with 3 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Dimitri, a great double. Vulcan not expecting it. Sheff there for the pass right over a resourceless Bluey. Not a whole lot of boost at home, but this game is far from over. They've got to play defense here off this kickoff for Phoenix.
Yeah, one last opportunity for the Dragons. Dimitri, he can't find the touch. This ball's still going to be popped up. 2 attackers there going for that one. Vulcan, can he keep this ball alive? He cannot. It is going to touch the ground, and Phoenix, with that last second goal, they steal back this game and are 1 win away from the grand finals.
Yeah, Dimitri and Sheff has been the more successful duo here, especially with that big goal to put away the game and put it to a 3-1 lead, which are very, very hard to come back from. So Dragons gonna have to find a way to win 3 in a row here, which with how they've played, they've got that big comeback game, but they're gonna need to find 3 in a row. They're gonna need to find that this win here and then be able to continue with the momentum they get.
Yeah, that seemed like a game that wasn't quite a must-win, but it was as pretty close to a must-win as you can get with how Phoenix have been playing. And now, as we dive into this game number 5, the Dragons gotta try to pull a 3-1 comeback. Otherwise, it'll be Phoenix heading to the grand finals. Bluey is gonna block that one away early. It's 1-on-1 Vulcan versus Nemesis, but we got Sheff racing back, and he's gonna steal that one away. A little bit too slow on the counterattack there. This one back out in the midfield. Sheff gonna bang that one off the wall. Vulcan gonna find that touch. Dimitri is there. Sean gonna help him out here. And this one sent high off the backboard. It's just Sean. He's gonna get bumped once, and Sheff hits that one top bar, but it doesn't go in. That one could have been a huge momentum killer right there. But instead now, it's Vulcan taking up. Phoenix are just jumping from behind, trying to cut them out in the air at all costs there. Chunk, but a close opportunity. The Dragons are counting their lucky stars that the post has been kind as Bluey makes another great save.
Yeah, Bluey has made some incredible saves in awkward position, but this Phoenix attack just continues. They've not been able to get out of their own end, as Bluey will find the way to get it out of their end, but cleared away. We've seen the incredible defense come from both sides, but Phoenix's defense has really been more successful in the last games. As Dimitri will get a great shot off a great little pop-up from Sheff here. And just players on the same page, putting perfect placement on it again. What we've seen all series from Phoenix, and they have looked like themselves coming into this game.
Yeah, they really have, and what a play right there is Vulcan. He's starting to try to find those demos we asked about earlier on there. A Sheff getting a little mechanical on the wall there. This one popped up high. Dimitri is going to find that block. Nemesis pushing this one away for a moment. Vulcan, flip reset. Going to pop that one up. Bluey off the backboard, but great backboard defense to clear that one away. Sean is back here, and now Dragons really got to find something here. They avoided giving up the goal for a while there, but now gave up the first one here. Double committed comes through. Sean gonna send this one up high. Bluey opting to try to find that one off the wall there, trying to preserve the boost if he can, as this one's out in the midfield. Sheff sends it back down. Dimitri is gonna be the first one to it. Gonna fake it out. Double tap attempt there. Nemesis shooting. This one pops up high. Bluey to the air, but Dimitri is already ready for it. And it seems like, Chunk, anytime these Dragons players are trying to jump, Phoenix is already there, just right on top of them.
Yeah, the Dragons are just being caught out of the sky from from these attacks, as Vulcan will find an equalizer here, though. We've seen such high defense on the air attacks, but the ground one, a great post-off bounce here from Vulcan, off the post-off pass as well, as Dragons hit the post twice, but they find the goal to equalize it here.
Yeah, it may have hit the post, but they do find the back of the net there, as that one got a little bit awkward as well. And it just shot right down, and a big mistake from Dragons just let Phoenix take control of this ball.
Yeah, looks like maybe a call-off. Sean just turned away from the ball, and Dimitri and Sheff able to connect right over no defenders in that Dragons net. A miscue here could spell the end of the Dragon season if they are not able to find another goal.
Yeah, and that was a tough one. Yeah, it did look like Sean was trying to get up there to help to that ball, but wasn't quite able to get there in time, and then realized it, tried to back up, but wasn't quite able to recover in time. And now the Dragons again find themselves down by 1. 2 minutes remaining. They need to find something here. This one trickles towards the net. Nemesis on the control. 50 comes through. Vulcan taking on this one. 50'd out by Sheff. This one flies up high. Bluey got an opportunity for something here. He's staying in the air. Trying to stay low here. Trying to leave it for Sean maybe. This one. It's going to be 50'd out though. Another attack. Cut down by this Phoenix defense. As Nemesis off the backboard trying to find another one. Here comes a shot. It's Sheff who is going to be the one to finish it off there. And now it's a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, it's going to be looking desperate for Dragons, as Nemesis looked dangerous. Didn't have a whole lot of boost to follow up on the double, but You've got to respect that, and Sheff able to clean it up and put them ahead 2 goals with very little time left. If their defense continues to play they have in the 4 games they've been ahead by 2 goals, then they've got a pretty good chance to win this game.
Yeah, I'd say so here. They've been very solid all series long, looking to close it off and head back to the grand finals as awkward ball comes through. What a great save from Vulcan, trying to keep his season alive here. So we're down to a minute remaining. 2 goals must be found. This one popped up. It's Dimitri. He's taking control. Flip reset over the top. And it's Sheff. Oh my goodness. What a play.
Yeah, the passing plays and teamwork has been on full display here for Phoenix as Sheff and Dimitri meet again. Just good players being on the same page is incredible to watch. Great pass there from Dimitri, and Sheff will find his 3rd goal to really put a dagger in Dragon's hope.
Oh, and if that last one wasn't the dagger, this one might be, as Sheff sends it in the back of the net there. And the Dragon's selling out, and Sheff is just styling on him with the flick. Oh my goodness, that's just diabolical from Sheff right there in Phoenix. Now 45 seconds away from a grand finals berth here after being one of the expansion teams here. One of the teams that a couple people said might not even have a chance to win this season, to even compete for any wins in the regular season, but they battled hard. They're finding another one. Dimitri puts it in, and this team continues to shine.
Yeah, just incredible passes. No one there to find an answer for Dragons, and the passing has been what I would really say has separated Phoenix from Dragons in the series.
Yeah, no, it's been, we've seen all the passing plays. It's just been a clinical show from everyone involved on this Phoenix team, and they really put the work in to take this one here. As Dragons trying to find another one here. 15 seconds left, still down by 4. Maybe one for the road there, Chunk, just to feel something.
Yeah, they've got to get, I would say, at least 2 or 3 kickoff goals and then make another quick goal in order to even tie up this game. They've got to orchestrate their kickoffs perfectly to have a chance.
And need a miracle here of all miracle proportions, and they're not going to find it here as this ball is sent back down towards their end, and it is going to be Phoenix. They are heading back to the grand finals.
Yeah, great showing from Phoenix. They played their heart out, and Dragons not able to find an answer, not able to really compete with the offense, I would say, that Phoenix had, and Dragons didn't have a defense to really counter that, and we saw a big showing here for Phoenix, who will, like you said, find their way into that grand final.
Yeah, they will find themselves in the grand final. A big showing from them, back-to-back 4-1s in these semifinals. They have looked dominant in their playoff run so far, and well, we'll have to see if it's going to continue on, as they are most certainly going to be watching this next matchup here, which is going to be another Titan League battle. We have Grandmasters taking on Nebula. Another big one on the docket here, so make sure you guys come back for that one. But we are going to send it to that break. Keep things rolling. I'll be back in just a couple minutes for that matchup. We have Grandmasters taking on Nebula. So make sure you guys stick around, and we will see you guys in a little bit.